I'm C, and welcome to C's Coloring Corner. This is my very first video on here. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm very excited to go ahead and start. I have been coloring for about, well, I should say a little stuff about me. As you can see, I'm a little nervous. I have been coloring for about a year and some change, honestly, truthfully. I think I started coloring at the end of 2024. So I want to say, okay, about 2 years. I've been coloring for about 2 years, I guess. I started coloring at the end of 2024, and then I started coloring all 2025. I colored for sure. That was mainly like my big coloring year, but I started off in 2024 and primarily on TikTok. I did a lot of TikTok coloring. I enjoyed the community of coloring on TikTok, but I have now ventured out to YouTube. I always watch YouTube, and I have seen the ladies, gentlemen, she, theys, and gays here on TikTok, here on YouTube, excuse me, do some crazy amazing things. So I have, seen new mediums, seen new different ways to color, new ways to use different mediums, tapes, things of that nature. So I've just been so intrigued by it, and I want to start my own YouTube channel now that I have divulged more into adult coloring. Again, this is another disclaimer. This is an adult coloring channel. It is not a child coloring channel. So sometimes if you hear certain cuss words or not that I plan to do that, but if it's the imagery is not geared towards children, that is because it is an adult coloring channel. If you see any shakes at this table, child, mind your business. No, just kidding. If you see any shakes on my table, please don't mind. I have a old, just regular plastic table that I color on for right now, so I didn't get a desk. And I recently got this new tripod and hooked my camera up, so I'm just now working with this tripod and figuring out the angles that's better for me and stuff like that. So forgive me if this is kind of awkward looking. I apologize, but like I said, I'm getting used to the angles, and as we go on through my coloring journey, I'll find what's right. Alright, so I guess we'll kind of go through, I think my first video, I kind of want to go through just like really my collection of books that I have. We'll kind of go through that. I'll start off with my Amazon collection first. Any Amazon books in general. Some of these books are from TikTok as well, but some of them, majority of them are from Amazon or made with Amazon paper. Or you can find them on Amazon if you can find them in other stores. If you hear my chair squeaking as well, sorry. I have an old chair. It's an older game chair. Let me go ahead and pick out the first selection. I'll kind of go through like my older ones that I have, things that I kind of maybe wanted to stash, things of that nature. So we'll go through those first. Alrighty. So I think we're going to start off with CocoWyo, and that is only because I have, I started my coloring journey in CocoWyo books, and I want to say that's all of my CocoWyo that I have. It is, okay. So I haven't bought any recent, I haven't bought any recent CocoWyo in a while, honestly, truthfully. I don't particularly like the imagery as much anymore, and maybe I'll color in it more so down the road. Right now I just haven't colored in them. So we'll go ahead and get started. This is my very first book that I ever colored in. I bought it off of Amazon. I saw everybody and their mama everybody and their mama coloring it on TikTok, and so I was like, I have to get into it. Let me zoom in. There we go. Yeah, I was like, I have to color this book as well. And it was also around, I think it was like October, so it was Halloween time as well. So yeah, this is, I'll kind of go through also my completed pages and whips as well, and just do a quick flip through. But this is the spooky coloring book, the paper, that Amazon paper that soaks up your markers. I haven't even tried to use color pencils on them. Maybe I should. The picture I did was this one. Okay, zoom in a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I did this page. Oh gosh, sorry y'all. I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting used to camera angles and all that jazz. I did this page 10/6/24. So that was, like I said, that was my first coloring ever. That's what I put, and I signed it. Yeah, you know, I feel like most everyone's pages kind of looks like this. I think I love that I attempted like the highlights and stuff like that, and I love that white gel pen, girl. As you can see, I put that ish on everything. So that, you know, it's cute though. I did like the little guy. What I hated is this streak, and I hated how my moon turned out. Like after I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I dislike this so much. But yeah, and I had used that, you know, Hygge gives you that plastic sheet protector, that's what it's called. Plastic sheet protector, and you know, you put it behind it and it smeared just everything. So I got like different colors, and I got, you know, got it on other pages because it was just terrible. So don't use that. I personally hate that for alcohol markers. I use anything else. I just use regular cardstock, honestly. But yeah, that was my first ever coloring page, and I think that was it in this book. I don't think I have anything else colored in this book. So that's Spooky Cutie. Forgive me if I don't say the names and the authors and everything like that. This is Cozy Friends. I've colored, I think, quite a few in this one. This one's a cute book, I personally think. This was my second picture. Second pic, 10/6/24, same day. I signed it again. It was that very same day. And I was like, I'm going to redeem myself. And I think I did that. I think I ate that. If I do say so myself. Really clock that tea. I really ate that. I really like how I did my flooring, and I like how my little puppy came out. And my mop, my dirty mop, and my neon sign. Honestly, my little neon sign, I was really happy and impressed with myself with the materials I had. I think I had some Castle Art color pencils. And yeah, I also had only like the 80 set of Hygge markers at the time. So it was just, you know, just that one bag of markers, you know. That's all I had. That's what I used. So yeah, like I said, I thought this was actually really, really cute. Again, I just have that sheet protector chat, so you got other places. I did this one. I want to say it had to be around, I think, Christmas. I think me and Christian, my fiance, we were coloring together. And I did this one around this time. I really like how this turned out. I love my frosty window. I think that is so cute. And that's just Hygge markers again. And I think by this time, by December, that was just a couple months, I had got some grabby acrylic markers. So I put that in certain places. And I made this into a Beyonce album. Yeah, I like my floor wall. I think it's cute. I made some Doritos. Yeah, I think my light from the computer is kind of interesting. I just used a colorless blender. I don't know. It's alright. But, you know, I was experimenting. This was, like I said, probably December that I did this. But, yeah. Cute. Other than that, oh, I did. This is another one. So, this is actually technically the fourth one I did, it looks like. Did I do anything else in here before that? Well, it was a whip. But I never finished it. I wonder why. It looked like it was turning out nice with all the gradients. Yeah, I got tired of it. This was the fourth one I did. I did it on October the 11th. I also signed it again. A chat. I guess I love to sign the thing at first. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Hygge markers, of course. Love that white gel pen. I put that ish on everything. Literally. My first attempt at glitter and the wand. Yeah, so I don't know. This my color palettes are all over the place. My first attempt at also like designing and drawing things on things. That was interesting for me. So this was also interesting. This light from my cauldron. I would not do that like that now. But, you know, you live and you learn. Still was using that Ohuhu sheet protector. I think that's... Oh, this was my third one. Oh, okay, I did this. This is the same day as the very first two that I did. 10/6/24. It says third. I did that very same day. Well, I think that I drastically improved in a couple hours. I think this is really cute to me. I love the background. I love how my little fruit look on the wall. I might do that again now that I've advanced a little more in my coloring. Yeah, I love my palette in here. I don't know where I thought this palette. I don't know if I thought it in my head. If y'all hear something, sorry. It's my fiance or my dog. But yeah, I love my little dirty puppy and my bubbles. The only thing I would do different about my bubbles is that I would have put made the water blue instead of white. I wonder if you can, I'll zoom in a little bit more if you can see that. Bring it up close. Yeah, if I just made the water blue, I felt like that would stand out a little bit more. But you know, like I said, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. I think that's it in this one. Yeah, a lot of people on TikTok color in this particular Cozy Friends book. Alright, we're gonna keep moving it along. We're gonna try not to spend too much time on CocoWyo. I colored a lot in these books, like I said at first, because that's where I first got them. You know, from TikTok, I remember I was coloring them. Colored this little front page. That's my name. Looks like my fiance. Yeah, it says CJ's page. My fiance colored that one. Cute. This is a cute little book. Yeah, it's a cute little book. The characters are cute, you know. Got this background from a girl off of TikTok. Can't remember what her name was. That was a while ago. Looks like the beginning of 2025, honestly. And we're now in 2026. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, my little frog the patterns on him are cute. I do think I wish I did more bubbles like the last page. But I like the blue of my water. And I like my dirty sponge. Oh my gosh. My little guy just fell. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah. I think it's turned out nice. Try my second attempt at glitter. Yeah, cute. Like I said, I love that white highlighter. We're still putting that ish on everything. Do I got any more in here? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Maybe in the back. Oh, that's a page my fiance did. This is December 26th. Like I said, I think that me and him did a page together. Oh, I did this page. Yeah. This is... I did it after the AMC movie theater. I was really big into themes. I think I started to get at this point, when I started doing this, I was like, ooh, this reminds me of a movie theater, specifically AMC. Let's do an AMC movie theater. So, yeah, I do like how it turned out. I think my first attempt at, like, doing different type of lighting. I try my little sliver of highlight. My little puppy pattern. I did get, like, the uniform and the hats and how that looked all off of, like, online of what AMC had. And I love this QR code. I thought I did a great job with that. A dislike, hate the popcorn on the outside. I might even go back over it with an acrylic marker now and just like draw over with a little popcorn everywhere. I don't know, but I dislike that. I used a glittery orange gel pen that I got from CVS because I was just desperate just to have any kind of pens and gel pens and anything. So yeah, but so that was it in Comfy Days. Next is Girl Moments. I don't think I have anything colored in this one, so this will just be a quick little flip through. Cute book. A lot of people on TikTok as well have colored in this one. I think these are just, a lot of people use them for like satisfying ASMR videos, you know. And I'll probably, ooh, that sounds terrible. And I'll probably color in this later. I don't know. It's not enough for me to de-stash right now. So, that was Girl Moments. Last but not least, in the CocoWyo that I have is Cozy Christmas. Now, I got this book from a coworker of mine, she's actually a good friend of mine now. Nat, she got me this. And this is it's a cute book. I've seen this on TikTok as well pretty often. The paper is thicker in this book. It's not thin like those other three. You can even hear, like I said, as I rub my fingers together. It's very smooth, but it is a thicker texture paper. So I don't know if that upped the price. Like I said, I got this. She got this for me for Christmas. So that's Cozy Christmas. And that is all of my CocoWyo books. So next, I say we get into... we start going from my smallest to my largest books of Amazon. I just wanted to get CocoWyo out first, like I said, because that was the OG of when I first started my coloring journey. And I just wanted to, you know, share that with y'all so you guys can see where I kind of started and where I kind of am now in my coloring journey, because I do have some updated coloring that I have done and some Amazon books. Alrighty. So first, y'all, I will go through some, like I said, the smallest Amazon books I got. Some of these three first ones that I'm going to show you are new. I recently got them for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday. So I was really, really excited to get these books. I got a couple things for me, but one of these were these books. The first one is The Reptiloids by, forgive me, Vasil Saiko. I'm going to zoom in on this one a little bit more. Yeah. Forgive me if I butchered that name. But this is a really cool book. A lot of people on coloring YouTube, I would say, have this book. Haven't seen it often on coloring TikTok or anything to that nature. Oh, this is a oop, sorry. Number side by side. I like the little guys. I like how they look. Oh, that's a lady. A lady. Yep, so Reptiloids. The next one, smaller book that I got is Portrait of the Mermaid by, forgive me, Sarah Burrier. I recently got this book as well. I've seen this a lot on Coloring YouTube. This is a very pretty book. Just the drawing and illustrations are very, very pretty. So I can't wait to color in this one. For Mermaid. Oh, look how pretty that is. And I love coloring mermaids. I love mermaids in general. Mermaids and butterflies are kind of one of my jams. And I really like portraits of people. I've kind of moved away from like animals and things of that nature. I still color them, but not as much. So that was Portrait of the Mermaid by Sarah Burrier. Next is Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls. I'll have to zoom in for this one a little bit. This is a tiny book. By Hannah Lynn. Hannah Lynn has a lot of books. This is just my first Hannah Lynn book that I got. And I have a whip in here. That's why this dirty piece of paper that's been trashed on is in there. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you that first. So this is, I'll check this out. This is my current whip. Yeah, I think it's really cute. I'm doing this just for February. I was gonna be like, oh, let me finish it for Valentine's Day, but I didn't have my stuff. There was certain stuff I didn't have yet, like my tripod and stuff like that, to even record or or even show, or I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable, I don't know, coloring it yet. Yeah, Hygge markers on the base, and I'll probably be using Prismacolors to shade. Yeah, a really, really, really cute, really, really pretty book. Turn on the side. They even have some themes like a scarecrow and oh my gosh, don't hit the thing. Mad Hatter. And she even, if you're like not comfortable with the Amazon paper, she also I think she sells like you can buy like the digital, you know, print them off yourself. So I have a current whip in that one. But those are my 3 smallest books that are Amazon paper. My next ones I'll kind of go over. These are my ones that I kind of that I think are essentially AI. I genuinely think that they're AI books. We'll do this one next instead of those AI books first. We'll go ahead and do this one. This one I colored also pretty early in my coloring journey. This is Fuzzy Hygge. I can never remember how to pronounce that. But I believe it's Vivi Tinta. Sorry about that. My fiance came in and asked me to check on the piece of dough. But yeah, this is a coloring book by Vivi Tinta. I've only colored in this once. Oh, flip right to it. Right. I think this is super cute. I think I did a really good job on it. Hygge markers, obviously. And then I had Castle Lock color pencils for those leaves that I do not like. But, you know, hey. And I really love how I did the lighting. It looks really, really good to me. Like, that looks really good to me. Yeah, and I was obsessed with this cashmere sweater and this plaid one. I was really obsessed, I should say, with those. But yeah, that was it in this one. After that, I kind of didn't like how the characters look. Just me. Maybe I will at a different time, but I currently do not. But I also don't want to destash it, if that makes any sense. So, Fuzzy, Hygge. Can never, like I said, remember. Alrighty, let's go through these kind of Amazon ones. Not Amazon, duh. We're doing all Amazon right now. Let's kind of go through the, like I said, AI kind of ones. I think. Okay, this one says it's published by Laura and Joy LLC, and this is Stoner Cutie. It is a cute little book. I like this little book. I've colored it in a couple times. I think once, twice. I don't know if it's necessarily drawn. If it is, forgive me. It just looks a little AI help. That's just me, like I said. Oh, that's the one I did. There it is. I did this with crayon. Yeah. I had to remember. I'm like, what did I do this with? That's how you did that deep breath. The background is King Art Media Gel Sticks. And I just kind of smeared them on. And once they kind of smear on, they don't really come up or anything like that. So, yeah, I just kind of smeared them on. And then I colored my buddies in crayon. And yeah, everything else is essentially in crayon. And then the little highlights you see around them, if you see them, are acrylic marker that I used. So, cute page. Like I said, I think I've only colored in this one time. But that is Stoner Cutie. Next is, I guess, Crime Scenes, Cozy Crime Scenes, Not for Kids, like it says, by JoJo Weirdo. I've never colored in this book. I might destash it. I don't know. I feel like I got this in my early coloring journey because I really didn't like. I mean, maybe because I was just really following the trend and I saw other people have this. So, but yeah, it's vulgar and with cartoon animals. Like I said, I might destash it. I don't know yet. Alrighty, this is Melanin Magic, and I am pretty sure that this is strictly AI. I don't even think there's a starting page. No, there is not. There's nothing on the back either but pictures. So like I said, I believe that this is definitely an AI book. I did not buy this. My grandmother bought this for me. And she bought me some coloring books on my wish list, and then she bought me this book. So, cheap then. It was on paper. Haven't colored in it. I do like the ladies. I think they're cute. I'll probably color with crayon. Oh yeah, I might color them with crayon, work on my crayon skills and things of that nature for skin. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it because my grandmother gave it to me. I can't destash it. Alrighty. Next up is Stoner Moments. This one is by also Laura and Joey LLC. But this also looks kind of AI to me. Excuse me, let me get some water. Yeah, this kind of looks a little AI-ish to me. It has... I think I'm going to destash this book. It has so much going on. Like, to me, like, so much going on, not in, like, a good way. You know? Like, recently, as I've colored more in my adult coloring journey, I noticed that I like to color more detailed stuff, but this is just, like, I don't know. It's for me, personally. I don't know. And I think I'm going to destash it. So, yeah. That's Stoner Moments. Next up, I have 3 books. Now, I have them in this AI category because I think that the publishing company is AI, but they do have a company, and that is Bogeeki. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if they're AI. They don't have a list of like who their illustrator is or anything like that. It's just, you know, check us out on social media. So, this is Comfy Buddies, and I have colored in this book, I believe. I did. There it is. This look good. I love this page. I colored this around the time the first Wicked came out. I was really in the Wicked mood, Wicked spirit, Wicked vibes. So I changed this fox and elephant from riding just on like a stony road to them riding on the yellow brick road. And yeah, this is like a little reindeer guy. At first it looked like more of like a snowy type of thing. And I really changed that around. I did not want that because the scarf was kind of like all snowy, and yeah, so I really changed that around, and I made the little reindeer guy into a dog, Toto. Yeah, so really cute. I really liked how this turned out. I was really big into borders back then too, when I first was kind of coloring. Love my Tin Man. Loved how that hat turned out. You can see it's kind of reflective. Oh, there you go. Yeah, really cool. My Elphaba, my Glinda, I colored those on my own. I wish I would have put like a white highlighter or a grabbing marker, because I did have grabbing markers at the time, because that's what that is. Anything that's like, you know, like the Emerald City in the background, that's also acrylic marker, and that's with Grabby. That's all I had at the time. And Uhuhu markers, and yeah. And Prisma, did I have my Prismacolor pencils by this time? I did not. I still just had castle art. So that's what I was using, was castle art pencils. So yeah, really cute. I think that's the only one that I have done in this book. But I do like this book personally of theirs. It's not a bad book. Yeah. That is Comfy Buddies. Next is Cozy Date. I don't think I have anything in this book. I'll just flip through this one really quickly. It's a cute book. If you do want to flip through of a full flip through, I should say, of any book, just let me know. Ask me. I do have this one marked. I wanted it to be me and my fiance. Excuse me. Yeah. That is Cozy Date. Like I said, I like Bogeeki's characters. I think they're cute. Like I said, I just don't know if it's AI, and I kind of don't want to purchase any AI. These are purchased, like I said, a while ago. This is Cuddle Buddies. This is very cute as well. I think I started to color something in this book, but I never finished it, and I think I was drinking. Yeah. So that's Cuddle Buddies. Like I said, those are just really, they're cute books, but I don't know if they're AI. But I do still have them because I do like the characters in them. Alrighty then. Next up, we'll go ahead and do kind of those two books next. And that is Whimsical Woodlands. And that's by Whirly Art Studio. I have two books by Whirly Art Studio, I should say, really. Whimsical Woodlands, and then I have Mythical Worlds. So this is Whimsical Woodlands. I believe, I don't know if this was the first book. But I have colored in this book. This is a really cute book. Super cute. I found the artist. Oh, wow. First page. I found the artist on TikTok. I signed this. This is in May 2025, so that kind of tells you where is that by that point. I did have my Prismacolor pencils by this point. I want to say I got them around my birthday. And my grandmother got me the big set. What is it? The however many hundred set, whatever that is, but I got that. A hoo-hoo marker. Even the background, I blacked it off in a hoo-hoo marker because it is not black. They are just basic. I'm really super duper proud of myself. That looks like so good and clean. So happy about that. I picked a color combo from a color cube. I had bought some color cubes and I picked a color combo, and I was nervous about this. I was nervous about the color cube though because I was like, oh god, is it gonna look cute? And at first the water was starting to look like blood, and I was like, oh god, they're gonna be sending blood. But it really, I think it turned out nice. I like how, I think doing the trees, like with the pink and the green, kind of saved it from looking like blood and more like pinky, you know what I'm saying, just water that they're chilling in. So, yeah, I really like how this turned out. Cute book though, overall. With really cute characters. In a way that I haven't seen. It kind of, it kind of reminds me of, like, especially like this page. Kind of reminds me of Adventure Time. Yeah. So that is Whimsical Woodlands. Wildlands. Whimsical Wildlands. Not Woodlands. Oh my god. And then I have Mythical Worlds. I haven't colored in this book at all. I need to. It's really cute. Oh, the Loch Ness. I've seen some cool people do some really cool things with that. There's not a lot of pages in her books. They're kind of thin. They're on the thinner side of books. Not super big. I can show. Yeah, kind of thin. But I do Love the illustrations and art in them. These are independent artists that I have found off of TikTok specifically as well. Everything that I'm about to show you next. First up, I have Stephie Colors. Like I said, found her on TikTok. She's a fellow colorist. She does really, really cool things. And she sells now, like, I need to get some of her more updated books. This is her very, very first one. I need to get some more of her updated ones because I like the way those girls look. Alrighty. And she hand draws every single page that you're about to see. Cute. And this one's like hobbies. So look at that. That's literally what I'm pretty much doing right now, is showing you my coloring book. Some Inception type stuff. Painting. Crocheting. I like the way she draws her girls. I like the way that they look. I'm struggling picking up this paper. Again, this is Amazon paper, so, and you know, I'm you know, obviously assuming that's for affordability reasons, you know, so that everyone can get one. That is Stephie Colors. Cozy Hobby Girls that was. This is Berry Coloring, and this is the traveling coloring book. Ooh, I need some more. Okay. Berry Coloring has a lot of coloring books as well. This is one of the first ones when they first came out. A thinner book too as well, not a thick book. Paper is Amazon, and I have colored in this one. I do like how the little animals look. They're very monotone. They don't have a lot of expression. I do like that. I'm trying to show you some of the other pages before I flip to my page that I did. Egypt. They do say the words of each country or city. Italy, Peru, England. I did England, and I did it the Spice Girls. I just did like kind of like basic coloring for everything else besides the Spice. Even the Spice Girls are like just basic marker, and I just did acrylic marker on top for their hair and accessories, things like that. So yeah, I got Scary, Baby, Ginger, Sporty, and Posh. And the bus driver, I should have made it the manager, but I didn't. I just made him a regular bus driver. Doing this bus, y'all, was so effing hard to make that England flag on that bus. Oh my God. But I did it. I made it through. And it looks good. Yeah, my Big Ben did use Grabby, and everything else is in a hoo-hoo. Like I said, in Grabby. I think by this time, too, I had the Guajna acrylic markers. You've probably seen them on TikTok, on YouTube. A lot of people use them. These. Let's see if it'll kind of focus. Will it focus? Were you? You get the gist. There we go. Acrylic markers. I love them. I think I have like a 72 set or something to that nature. I use them a lot. And I think by this point I had them and I used them for the hair. With grabbies included. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I have. And Berry Traveling Coloring. Next independent artist is Anna Rose Little Wins. Soulful Self-Care. Anna Rose does really good tutorials on TikTok and on Instagram. I haven't colored in this book yet. I need to. Amazon paper, you know. But, like I said, I think that's so that everyone can get one. Really cute book. Oh gosh. Hitting my tripod. Alright, and that is Little Wins by Anna Rose. Next, I have Susie Slug. That is Goblin Core. And Susie Slug, I also found off of TikTok as well. They're very active on TikTok. She's very active on TikTok. I like this book. It is adorable. I have not colored in it, and I need to. I say that all the time. I say that with a lot of my coloring books. But, you know, it's also part of collecting them. I'm a huge bibliophile. That's what they call them. People that collect books. I have tons of books, even reading books. I have my own little library. Cute. What I do like about this book, I like that the little goblins, the little booties are out. Like here, let's see. Like, yeah, one always has a little booty out. That's just really cute to me. That is a nice boulder. Yeah, really cute book. I need to color in it. I need to. Alrighty. Give me 1 second. I have to go and check on this pizza dough. Alrighty. Next, I have 3 books, and they are by Holly Dolly. I love Holly Dolly. I need more of Holly Dolly books. I want to get every single book she has. I do not have every single book she has. I have 3 of her books though, and I'm obsessed with them. I need to color in them more, but the paper quality sometimes just throws me off. But that's neither here nor there. I still love her books regardless. Love her illustrations. So, the first one is Cozy Magic. I just love the way that she colors her girls. I mean, she draws her girls. She colors as well. She's very active on TikTok. I need to check on YouTube. I started this a while ago. I didn't like the way I did the hair, and I got frustrated and I stopped. So we'll see if I go back and do something with it. But I was so frustrated because I like the illustrations. Like I said, I like the way that she draws her girls. Cute. And then she just has like regular prints. Yeah. So that's Cozy Magic. Next is Iridescent Visions. You can tell how her art like improves and her line work improves as she also, you know, like steadily makes more books. I want the books that she has now. The illustrations are just so nice. And I love the girls with braids and afros and puffs. Alien girls, so cute. Oh goodness. Look how cute she is. Oh my god. I think, yeah, I did tag that. Because that is just too freaking cute. And that is Iridescent Visions. Last but not least by Holly Dolly that I have is Cuda Cuties. I love this book. I think it is adorable. Look how cute she is with her little boots. Her braids. Look at her with her little puffs and her chainsaw. How cute is that? Like, I've seen some cool people do cool things in this book, and you can follow her on Instagram as well. She posts usually, like, she'll repost people's things, and she'll post them on her own personal page. She's super duper sweet, and she comments, and she replies. She's super nice. And like I said, her artwork and illustrations are just amazing. I'll show you mine that I did. This is that one. I kind of did this one later in my coloring journey. So this was July 28th, 2025. I was still kind of into dating my things now. I don't really date my artwork now. I mean, not really my artwork, my coloring, I should say. Now. But I did this with a hoo-hoo. I got my inspo. I did a lot of inspo type of artwork. More so when I kind of first started coloring. And I use a lot of Pinterest. I still do today. I still use a lot of Pinterest in my coloring, things of that nature. But I used to go like by a lot of themes and stuff, but I didn't go by a theme. I saw this picture on Pinterest, and I'll post it here if I have it. And it's by an artist. Her name is Tama Barama. I will post it here, y'all, because I do not know her name. But love how this turned. I love how she turned out. I started her before I went to the Beyonce concert, and then I finished her when I got back. Love, 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 love. Like I said, a hoo-hoo marker for the base of everything. The hair, I did a technique that Dolly actually does, and she calls it stippling. She puts like Prismacolor color pencil down, and then she'll use a colorless blender, and she'll go on top of it. And it kind of gives it like this paint effect. It's really cool. So that's what I did for the hair. And then I also used acrylic markers, my guajana, and also I got the Lengua fine gel pens. These. Everybody and mama got these too. Oh God, girl, I don't know. Oh, there we go, girl. You can see it. Yeah, those as well. I use that for like some in the eyes, and I'll outline some of the stars and stuff like that. So, and I think herself as well. I did them with the Lengua. And then I actually, if it looks glittery, that's because it is. I have glitter in her hair. And I just use regular dots of gold glitter that I have with some glue. And then I put 3D dimensional magic, or 3D dimensional, whatever it's called, on top. And then I also did like her like a little 3D dimension, I don't know if you can see that in her mouth. Like I made her tooth like a little gold girl. So I really, really enjoy this page. It was my profile picture for a while. So yeah, cute book all in all. Red button. So cute. So cute, so cute. So that is Holly Dolly. Next up, we have Jade Summer, baby. Oh, before we do Jade Summer, let's do this last one. This is of the smaller ones that I have before I go into like the next series of group of people, and that is the Cute and Simple Easy Coloring by Hiraku Coates. You can find them on Instagram as well. I don't know who the illustrator is per se, so I do not know. I should have put this one in my AI because I do not know if it is AI, because there is no known illustrator. But really simple, like it says, really cute illustrations. Nothing too hard, nothing too difficult. I have colored in this book and I'm surprised I haven't flipped on it. I'll kind of go back. Oh, there they go. So here's the first one that I colored. And it is done with crayon. That's where everything is done with the shading, my blueberry, everything, all the yogurt, the whole yogurt thing is done with crayon. And then I did the background here is with a hoo-hoo marker. And I believe it's not acrylic, right? Yeah, no, a hoo-hoo. I use a hoo-hoo marker, and then around the hoo-hoo marker, I use my guajana acrylic marker, and I did the outline on like the yogurt and stuff. And yeah, I love coloring with crayon. It's such a nice base, and I learned a cool technique from Mira. I really love her coloring work, man. It is amazing. But she showed this technique where you use chapstick, and you take the chapstick, and after you've drawn with your crayon, take the chapstick and you go over with the crayon and really it blends it together. So love that one, how that turned out. The second one that I kind of did like that too as well was this page here. I made it into a Tamagotchi. This little Tamagotchi guy was not in the center of that. I put that there. The outline is crayon as well. Everything is based in crayon. And then I just went over it with, I don't even think I went over it with, I'm trying to remember if I even went over with these with, no, I think I did. With a chapstick, I think I did. And then acrylic marker for the outline of everything. And I'll kind of bring the little Tamagotchi guy closer. So cute. Anyone else have a Tamagotchi? I had a Tamagotchi when I grew up. And it steady died. It just died every day almost. So yeah, that's this book here. Cute and simple. Like I said, cute and simple. And I do like it for my crayons. We're going to go ahead and get into the last of the smaller sized books before we get into our larger ones. So let me do a quick exchange really quickly. Alrighty, next up is going to be Jade Summer. Now I have I have 5 Jade Summer books. I don't know where I got 6 from. I cannot count. I have 6 Jade Summer books. And the first one, I really like Jade Summer. Just to let you guys know, I really do like Jade Summer. Even though they're Amazon books, even though the quality of, the paper, I really like the illustrations. And I like that you can also find out who is coloring these books and who is the illustrator for them. So they're super duper cute. This is Cozy Animals, Bold and Easy coloring book. I've colored in this book a couple times. I colored the first page recently. I colored this one recently, this first page. I really like how this turned out. I just did really basic. I just wanted to do a basic coloring. And I just did hoo-hoo markers with the colorless blender to really blend it out. And I did, some shading. And then I outlined it with guajana acrylic marker. And that was it. Same thing with the letters. Letters are just hoo-hoo markers with a colorless blender. The background, these disfigured circles and stuff, is distress ink that I just wanted to use. This is a cute little book, though. Look how cute. Like I said, I've colored this a couple times, I believe. Oh my gosh, can't grab the paper, can't talk, can't speak, can't see, can't count, can't do nothing today. Alrighty. Where's that one? Okay, give me 1 second, let me find that. Like I said, I do have another one done in here. I want to find it really quickly. Oh, there it is. This is another one I did really quickly. This is kind of my Amazon book. I mean, my marker book, I should say, that I like for Amazon paper. Yeah, this dolphin here, I did it really quickly. I think I was sick when I did this. And yeah, there's something quick. Hoo-hoo markers. And I think just grabby, actually. Acrylic pens. Cute book. Next, we have Cozy Japan. I've only colored in this book once. This is also a very cute book. Love the illustrations. Has a lot of cultural moments in it that are just super cute. And it gives me an opportunity to learn how to make things look. You know what I'm saying? I have to look them up. Makes me be more appreciative. That is so cute, the sumo wrestling. this is the page I did. I did some K-pop girls. My little crowd. I drew this little crowd in with purple marker. I think that would just be cute with how like the background is. You know, like people kind of under the lighting look at different colors. So I did purple as my crowd. And they're moving around. And then my little girls, I love how they turned out. Everything is a hoo-hoo based. And then everything is a hoo-hoo base. And then I use Grabby and Guangzhou acrylic marker. Those are my two besties. For a long time, I used those for pretty much everything else, like the outline of their dresses and their hair and their bows. And then Prismacolor pencils and some shadowing of places and things of that nature. But yeah, that was essentially it. I loved how this turned out. I made the little girls after, I don't know if they're little girls, but I made the girls after this really popular TikTok sound called AI Scream. That was after a while. And each of them said that what flavor of ice cream that they liked. And hers was chocolate mint, hers was strawberry, and hers was cookies and cream. So, yeah. I liked how that turned out. And like I said, this is a really, really cute book. I need to color in this one more. So that was Cozy Japan. Next up is Cozy Eras. Now this book I have colored in a lot. I need to dabble back into this book more too. I like the way that Jade Summer illustrates their little creatures and animals. Oh, I just passed one that I colored. I knew it was recent. This one I did a while ago. I'm surprised I didn't date it or anything. Like I said, I used to be notorious for that. A hoo-hoo marker base and everything. And then on top, I know it's just Grabby. I didn't have any Langua at the time. And Jelly Roll. I only had Jelly Roll too. And I didn't really like Jelly Roll. I don't really use Jelly Rolls anymore. And I still have some, but I don't use them really as often. And yeah. I did this page based off of Cinderella, the Brandy one. Loved that movie. And I love the color palette of that movie. It's such a bright, vibrant color palette, and the fashion is so bright and vibrant and just wackadoodle. And I love it. So, yeah. Second page I see that came up quick was this page here that I based off of the 80s, I want to say. And I called my mom and asked her what were some stores that they had in the 80s, and she said Lerner and Merry-Go-Round. These are the two stores that they had. And that's the South. I don't know anywhere else. That's just in the South, I know. That she used to go to all the time. And so I did the colors of the 80s. I tried to stay as close as I can to the palette of how they dress, and yeah. I love how her curls turned out and her hair. Super cute. Acrylic marker, not acrylic marker, sorry, a hoo-hoo marker and Grabby acrylic pen markers, you know. Yeah, I do have some bookmarked in here if I do another one in here. Here's another one I did. This is kind of later on in my coloring journey. I loved how this page turned out. Now, let me tell you something, baby. This page right here gave me literal hell. When I say hell, I mean hell. This grayscale was not easy. I think I used almost every gray marker that I own, and this is a hoo-hoo for everything. I think it's every gray marker that I freaking own. But I loved the outcome of it. It's absolutely amazing. I did the streams of music. I did that in color, but everything else was in black and white. And that was kind of the hardest thing for me to find the colors that kind of correspond with them in gray, in the grayscale. So yeah, that was difficult, but I think I did a pretty good job. Around the, I don't know if you can see, I'll get close. Around the streams of music or music notes. And there's glitter on my girls' dresses. Yeah, so really, 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 really cute. a Hygge marker, Prismacolor pencils, and Grabby. I want to say, is that Grabby or is that... That actually might be, the glitter actually might be a Hygge glitter markers. And I don't like those, but I do like the silver one. The silver one is pretty cute. I do like the silver one and that black one that they have. I like those, but I don't like the other colors. They're not really the colors they said they are, but whatever. Really cute. Cute. Like I said, love how it turned out. I think that was all the ones I've had done in here. But this is a cute book. So yeah, that is Cozy Airs. Now we'll kind of get into our bigger books by Jade Summer. That first one being Kawaii Town, and I definitely got to zoom out for this. Alrighty, that is Kawaii Town. This I have not colored in this book. I need to. I have not really touched it at all. It is a bigger book. It has a lot going on. I think I would do color pencil in this book, honestly, now that like I said, I am more, you know, grown in my coloring journey. I'll get a little closer for you. Yeah, now that I've grown in my coloring journey and I've adapted and kind of learned, you know, certain things about, especially like accomplishing like bigger pages and stuff like that, you know, how to get results, you know, stuff like that. So, and I'm saying I'm faster, but I'm slower with things nowadays. So I like to take my time with my coloring nowadays. I really like this. This is really cute, actually. I like bird's eye view. Look at 360 GoPro view. That's cute. Oh, these are all sideways, I guess. Oops, sorry. The rest of them are. I never realized that. Like I said, I have not colored in this book. I guess that was a Countdown Christmas that's in the back that they do. But yeah, this is a super cute book. Kawaii Town. And last but not least by Jade Summer is Magical Mermaids. Oh, I love this book, honey. I do gotta back up a little bit. This is kind of bigger than that last book. I love this book. I have colored in this book twice, I think. I would definitely be coloring more in this book for Mermaid. I love the illustrations in this book. I love the way they drew these girls. Here's my first page I had colored in this book. Look how pretty she is. I found this color palette off of Pinterest. I think it was actually from our color cube like picture, but I didn't have color cubes at the time when I colored this. A Hygge marker for the base. Yep, even the skin, everything is based in a Hygge. And I use Prismacolors for any shading. And I want to say this background is the Langua acrylic marker and Grabby markers. Yep, those are my three kind of main mediums that I used a lot of the time. I love how this turned out. Her hair, everything is just so pretty. Everything is just so pretty. And this is where I found that I kind of really like doing portraits and this style of coloring. Yeah. Alrighty. Really cute. I'm going to do that one next if I color in here. Next, I really do like this page a lot. Christmas time. You in danger, girl. So yeah, this is cute. Oh, there's another one I did. Can't remember date, time, but I know I definitely used a Hygge marker, based everything. And yeah, that's what I'm a Hygge girl first. That's how I really learned how to go back into coloring, was with marker. I call marker. And then Prismacolor pencils for any shading, any shadows. And then the Guajna acrylic marker for the water effect. And I'm still trying to learn how to do water. I like the water last, that I did more so than I do this water. But it's still really cute. And I love how her hair turned out. Her hair looks so, just so many vibrant, so many different colors, so lush in her tail. And it matches really good with her skin and the green, so really came out really cute. And I put it to this TikTok sound that was really popular at the time, and it worked out really well. Super cute. I want to say that's it that I've colored in here. She's sucking him down, girl. Ooh, child, gotta be more careful than that. And then they have some of the images that are in black, like the background. I think every last one, I think they do in black. So yeah, Magical Mermaids. They even have on the back some of the ones that they colored to show you. Super cute. Love that book. Next, the next book I have are 3 of them, and they are by Morgan O'Brien, and that is Matchstick Mouse. And then I have 2 of the bigger ones. So this is a smaller one. I just kept it with the bigger ones because it's just one small book. This is Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien, the Pumpkin Party coloring book. This book is too cute. It's absolutely adorable. It's so cute. I believe I've colored in this book once. The paper is slightly different. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like exactly Amazon paper, but it's not the best paper ever either in the world. I don't know. It's kind of different. It's also a storybook. I don't know if you can see that. It's the first day of spring. Matchstick Mouse, Worm, and Cat Beetle were on a mission. So, really cute. I love the illustrations of this little mouse. I believe my grandmother got me this book too. This was in one of my wish lists. Oh, here's the page that I colored. I colored this page with crayon. I love the outcome. I made my mouse blue. I think I'm going to make my mouse blue on all my pages to have a little blue mouse. He's so cute. Everything is in crayon. The shading and shadowing is in crayon. The highlights and shadows, like of the darkness and the yellow, that blue and yellow, that is Guangzhou acrylic marker. And then if you see any of the swirls or the dots, that's acrylic marker. And the gold, though, that you see, I don't know if you can see that reflecting a little bit. Yeah. That is with the Color CocoWyo watercolors. I really like that gold a lot. I put that issue on everything too now. It's my new white highlight. So I really like how this turned out. Like I said, super duper cute, nice and chaotic. I really like it. But yeah, the illustrations are adorable. Like I said, and the crayon took really well to this paper. I did that same technique of the chapstick as well. So that is the Matchstick Mouse Pumpkin Party coloring book. Next is, I gotta back out. These are bigger books. A Halloween coloring book. And these are blacked out. I don't know if I necessarily like that. It's darker on camera than it is in person. In person, it looks so washed out. That ink. But I'll just probably just go over it with a black paint marker, honestly, acrylic marker. Really cute though. Good Halloween book. Obviously, it's a good Halloween book. It's for Halloween, but a good book to color for Halloween. So yeah, that's a Halloween coloring book. And then I have Matchstick Mouse: A Big Adventure. I like you can tell the drawings and illustrations in this are just a little newer. Just how like his lines look. This is adorable. This is a really adorable book. Look at the sloth. Oh my god. Too cute. Alrighty, and that is a big adventure coloring book. I have not colored only in one, so that I know I need to do better, but at least I got one. Alrighty, I have 6 more coloring books to go, and then we are finito dunzo with this first half of my coloring book collection. And then we'll be going on to the next half. Oh my goodness, I forgot one that is an Amazon kind of miscellaneous one really quickly before I get back into the big series. And that is Comfy Friends by Peach and Chips. I like Peach and Chips. I need to buy more of their coloring books. I like the style of their animals as well. They look, they're just really different. They're not normal. And not normal in a good way. They're cute and yeah. I don't have anything colored in here. But this is also, it's for coloring after dark, for adults, not for children. It's really cute. I have a current whip in here, as you can see. That's why I have that atrocious paper behind. And I'll show you. Those are my swatches. I'll kind of zoom in because this is a smaller book. So, yeah, this is my coloring page that I'm working on here currently. I'm going to give it a really dark type of effect. Everything's going to be kind of really dark and not vibrant besides literally her and her artwork and that sign. I think that'll be super duper cute. She's giving him a heart tattoo especially, so this would be good for, not for specifically Valentine's, but just for February. So I'm really going to try to finish it before February is over. But yeah, look how cute. She's screaming in pain, and yeah, I just think this is adorable so far. So I like Peach and Chips books. I think they're adorable. Alrighty. Now we'll go ahead and get back to the bigger books. I'll zoom back out again. Sorry, like I said, I'm still learning my zoom, so don't sue me. Alright, now that is 2 books that I have by Camila Jookova. She is also very prevalent on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Love her books. She has so many books. Oh my god. I need to get some of her mandala books. I really like her like any kind of like creature or animal that she has. They're just super duper adorable. I do have one colored in here already, and I need to color another one in here for February before February is over. But I'll show you this book first. It is Zodiac. So she has, this is the 50 Zodiac themed miniatures. So cute. So it has like each of these signs, and they're essentially their animal for it. So I did this one, and this was for Capricorn, and that is the sea goat. And I just did him, I'll zoom in on him, he's so cute. I just did him in a hoo-hoo marker, and then I did a Guajna acrylic marker background, and lengua on the stars and the bubbles, and then around is grabby. And this paper, obviously, I'm going to try something different. Oh gosh. I'm going to try some, to spray some workable fixative on it. See if that does to it. We'll try it out. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try something else differently on another piece of paper in here. And if I ruin the book, I'm going to buy another one of these books. I like her books. They're cheap enough for me to buy another one. So yeah. But we're going to try something else so it doesn't do so crinkly. And I need to do the Aquarius one. So I can keep going in a row for the year of 2026. But I do think it came out so cute. And I'll show you a few more in this book. It's a box. Oh, if I can grab anything. Yeah, and then she also has the Chinese New Year in here. Like, I'm the year of the tiger. Like a cutie. So yeah, super cute book. Like I said, I will be working more in that one. Then I have 50 space themed miniatures. I've colored in this book once as well. I really like her illustrations. They're just adorable. Look at them. Oh, look at their bellies. I just noticed that that last guy was trying to catch a satellite. That's funny. Oh, you get married. I think I found mine, the one that I did. I'll just show you a few more of these. So this is the one that I did. I was sick when I did this. I was talking to my friends on the phone, sick as a dog. Just a hoo-hoo markers and very, very, very light white highlights with grabby. Nothing really. It's strictly, like I said, a hoo-hoo marker because I was sick and I didn't feel the best. And it was easy. And I followed a color combo from the Color Cube, one of the Color Cube slides. So, yeah. I still think it turned out really cute. And that is 50 Space Theme Miniatures. Those are the two that I have by Camila Jookova. Next, we'll kind of go into these last few ones really quickly. A little faster. This is the Harry Potter coloring book. I got this coloring book from Walmart for $3. A coworker of mine, she asked me to color a page in a coloring book for her. And I'll put this up. I'll put the page up here somewhere so that you can see it. I love how it turned out. I did Luna Lovegood, sorry. She looks so super cute. And as soon as I colored it, I was like, well, the paper isn't terrible. Like, honestly, it just feels like Amazon paper. And I was like, where'd you get this? She was like, Walmart. It was like a couple dollars. And I was like, well, I will be going to get one. And so I did. I found it immediately. And look how cute. Look how cute. Like I said, paper is essentially Amazon paper. It's almost a little better than regular Amazon paper. Like better than CocoWyo for sure. I think the illustrator is... does it have one? It does not. It just says Bendon. So I would love to know who the illustrator is because they did such a good job. They're so cute. Look at Professor Snape. This is the one that I did. Now I have another opportunity to do something again and keep it. So we'll see what I do because I really like how I did the Distress Inks background and I did her in hoo-hoo markers and acrylic for the words and stuff in the border. But like I said, I really like how I made her. So we'll see what I do. Slytherin. Really cute book. Yep. So that's the Harry Potter coloring book. Like I said, I got that for $3 at Walmart. Love a good steal. Next is Just a Tad coloring book. This is by Ruth Wells. Yes, I want to make sure. Ruth Wells. She goes by Ruth's Coloring on TikTok. I have not checked her out and see if she has a YouTube, but I know she has an Instagram. Do check her out. She has more coloring books, and I need those coloring books as well. I just so many coloring books, so little time to color, so much money. So, but this is Just a Tad by Ruth Wells. And this is like about a little frog. Here's a little story about it. Just like a quirky little story about a frog who's just a tad sad. And so he's still trying to live his life and go about it in a positive way. I think I have one colored in this book. It is a very cute book. I think I just saw a glimpse of the one I colored. Oh, I might have passed it. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I did this one for my birthday. This is only a hoo-hoo marker and then some acrylic grabby. That's it. That is literally grabby here. Or lengua, I'm not entirely sure. I mean guajna, not the lengua, but the guajna. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Alcohol marker, hoo-hoo base. Super duper cute. Love the way my frog looks. He looks so excited for his birthday, and I was excited that year for my birthday for 2025. I'm actually glad that 27 is over. I'm so glad to be 28 now. 27 was an interesting year for me. So, but yeah, I love this, how this page turned out. He's just a cute guy. Alrighty. And that is Just a Tad by Ruth Wells. I have two more books, ladies, gents, she, theys, and gays. That next book is Detox Arts Coloring Book Now by Brittany B. Simone. Now. Okay. Alright. I love the illustrations in this book. I absolutely do. My terrible British accent. I love the illustrations, but the paper quality is like worse than Amazon paper quality. I know, y'all. It's like actually kind of sad because I really do love the illustrations, and I put this in my wish list actually, and my grandmother bought it for me, but I didn't know that the paper's gonna look like that. I'm gonna be honest. So as you can see, it's super hard for me to grab already. This is the book. I'm gonna this paper. I hopefully you can tell by the sound. It is like that paper that, you know, you first get when you first start coloring in general in a coloring book. You know, you get your first ever coloring book, you get your first ever set of crayons, and you color in that book. And I'm not saying that's not a bad thing to do. You know, like I said, I love to color with crayons. I'm kind of disappointed by the illustrations and then the paper quality, I should say. I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's really it. I do love the illustrations. I am going to keep the book. Like I said, I love the illustrations. I just think that they're super duper cool. I love the drawings. The art is so cool. Hate the paper. You know what I might do? I might scan them in, you know, to my iPad and then print them off on better paper. Because I do like the book a lot. I love the book. Love the art. It's just the paper sucks. So that's Detox Art Coloring Book by Brittany B. Simone. And you know, honestly, I'm not knocking her for the paper. She could have done the paper like that because it's more affordable for a lot of people, you know. I completely understand. Last but not least, this is my very last book for my Amazon paper quality Amazon books, or books I got on Amazon, anything of that nature. And that is by Carla Magna. Now this is kind of a bigger book. This is a big book. Back up a little bit more. Carla Magana probably. And this is Luni Soli. I love the illustrations and art in this book. I have not colored in it. I need to. So cute. I really still got some pan pastels. I might try to work with those in here and do some spray some workable fixative on one of these pages. And do some pan pastels as the base, or as a background base, I should say. I think that'd be really cool. Look how pretty she is. Oh my god. Like I said, the art is immaculate. So unique, so eclectic. Oh, sheesh. Alrighty. And that is Luni Soleil by Carla Magana. Alrighty, so that was everything that I had in my coloring book collection that was an Amazon book that had Amazon style like paper, anything to that nature. That was just my first half of books. My total collection of that, I will tally that up right here. Somewhere. Over, I don't know. It'll be somewhere, probably, maybe in big letters. But I had that number of collection of Amazon coloring books. I'm trying to really go through those. I still want to go through those books. I don't want to just have them sit there because they're just Amazon paper. I still want to use them. I still want to color on them. So as I go on my coloring journey, I get a new coloring journal soon, and I'll be using that to help me really divvy this up and make sure I can color in my books. Alrighty, next up, for the next time you see me next week, I will be going over my next collection of books, and that'll be anything that is the opposite of Amazon paper, which is anything of better quality paper, thicker paper, watercolor paper, alcohol marker paper, just anything better than just your regular Amazon paper. And yeah, so stay tuned, continue to follow me. I will be on here posting my coloring, not just coloring what's in my coloring collection, what I color, how-tos. I'll try to start doing more tutorials, things of that nature. I'm going to start trying to do challenges, so just stick around. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.